Shalom, shalom. It's your brother AHBAD from AHBAD, Jim in Petersburg, Florida. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, by SHAM, double on some elder apostles at great millstone who rule well. Single honor salutation to all you sincere brothers. Let's constantly pushing words through sincerity, the four corners of the earth. And I also want to give peace and blessings to the sunset men, women, and children that consist of the 1/3. And peace and blessings also to all of you confusion and faces out there in the four corners of the earth. Shalom, peace and blessings be unto you all. I just basically want to go a little bit in on this cashless society era that's going on right now, which is going to lead up to the mark of the beast, which we all know that the mark of the beast is also known as the RFID chip. Alright. Radio frequency identification device over here in the Western Hemisphere and the Eastern Hemisphere, they call it, I think they call it near field communication, something to that extent. But anyway, this is an article from Vice. It says going cashless looks more and more like a capitalist scam. Alright, and this was published March 22nd, 2019. Now the point I want to get in on is that this individual is trying to say that going cashless, this man, something stone, was more convenient. All right. He said cash takes time. I'm just scheming through, you know. He said, nobody in New York, nobody wants to be waiting in line. There's also the counting of cash, the moving and transferring of it in actual trucks, which can be vulnerable to theft. And Stone noted the transparency question. Whatever comes into the system comes into the system is better for society if we pay more taxes. So in other words, they're talking about, it's, you know, we need to get this cashless society, and you have certain cities that ain't going for it. You know, in early March, Philadelphia, they were like, nah, we banning the cashless society. You know, we don't want that here. Jersey followed suit. I think some other places in Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken. All right, DC, San Fran, things of that nature back in the 70s, all right? But it's going to happen. It's inevitable. They're going to turn, the whole world is going to be cashless. They want to make the whole world cashless because it's prophecy. It's something that must come to pass. Now, look here. This is an article I just looked up today. It says, Malaysia well on its way to become a cashless society. All right, I'm not gonna read it. You guys can you can go look it up for yourself. New Straits Times if you want to. Here goes another article too. I looked up over there in Australia. It says cashless future is here with coins and banknotes to become niche. All right. Church donations made through an app on an offering plate, buskers with digital payment codes, school canteens with no cash, yada, yada, yada. You know, there, here, and there. So now, as we can understand and we can witness this cashless society is going to lead up to prophecy being fulfilled. Let me pull out some precepts real quick. Bear with me. So right now, I'm going to go, everyone's familiar with Revelations 13, but I want to go into Isaiah 36, and this is one that I learned from, I believe, Elder Apostle Rumlaw back in the day. This is Isaiah 36:6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Now, America is Egypt, all right, and Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah. Listen to this, though. Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So was Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. All right. Now, that just sounds like, wait a minute, lean, pierce my hand. Wait a minute, what? That kind of sound like, that look like this image right here. As you can see in the right hand, look like somebody pierced him. And you can see that his skin is bulging right there, because they put the mark of the beast in him, the RFID chip, which you see right here on the left side of this, on the left side of the picture. All right. So let's go back to that. Let's go back to that precept. Okay. This is inevitable, and this is going to lead up to why they're going to be trying to make the cashless society, and why. And you shouldn't take the mark of the beast. You take the chip, you will die. Thus saith the Lord. All right. Now let's go into I want to go into that word. Bear with me, Salakia. Going to the word read. Alright? And the word read is many definitions here, but it's one where it says measuring rod. Alright? So in other words, they use it for measurements. It says strong definition, shaft, tube, stem, the radius. So you're like, okay, you're looking at that, and you're like, okay, I really don't get where you're going at. Now, all right, now let's back out. Let's go into this word right here. So, like, bear with me, I'm proving a point. The word pierce. All right, I believe it's naquab. To pierce, perforate, bore. All right. So I was like, bore. So when I went into that word bore, bear with me real quick. I went into the word bore and the etymology. All right. This is bore. And this is what it said. Bear with me real quick. Not the first definition. I'm sorry, not this. That was the second. Yeah, this is the noun of it. Bore. Instrument for making holes by boring or turning. All right, to make a hole. And what is this right here? This is a hole in this man, I believe it's a man, in this individual's hand. It had to put a hole in there. All right, that staff for the reed. Now let's go into that word. Read. All right, the etymology of the word read, and we're gonna go right back to that precept. All right. It says tall, broad leaf grass growing in wet places. See, this is the beauty. This is the beauty of YAHAWASHI. Because when you go look into that, it's basically telling you that it looks something that's cylindrical. All right, like it's a cylinder, meaning musical pipe made from a reed. Okay, you all right. A reed instrument. Okay, boom. So now through the spirit. I learned this before from Elder Apostle Rumla, if I'm not mistaken. So you type in the word cannula, and the word cannula, it says tubular surgical instrument inserted in the body to drain fluid. What does it say right there? Small reed or pipe. That's what a cannula is. It's a small reed. All right. Lo and behold, it's a small reed. Let me pull it up real quick. This is what a cannula is. This right here is what a cannula is. And they use these in the hospitals whenever they're giving someone an IV. All right, a cannula, a tube. So let's go back into Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed. Okay, on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So was Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Because in that day, you won't be able to, that's the spirit. Now let's go right back. Now let's go to Revelation 13. In that day, Salakia, you will not be able to buy or sell if you don't have the mark of the beast, okay? If you don't have the RFID chip, and it's going to tell you that. That's why they're trying to make everything cashless. And this is prophecy too. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And if any of you Israelite groups out there are not bringing forth this truth right here, you're not a prophet of the Lord. You're not warning the people. You're not an overseer. All right. This is a prophecy right here. It says both. He calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it does not matter who you are. All right. In this society, they want to track you to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. A mark. All right. And let's go into that word mark really quick. Like I said, this is The majority of you already know this, but I'm just doing this for edification's sake. Let's go into that word mark, so we can go, so it can link right back up. It can link right back up with that Isaiah 36:6. The word is charagma, a stamp and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand of the. That's not it. The mark branded upon horses. That's what I want to get at. The mark branded upon horses. You know, when they brand it, they take the coat, they take the hot iron or metal, and they put it on a horse, and the horse start to neigh, and they put it on the cow. It's like putting a brand. It's like the check for Nike. That's a brand. You know, the Michael Jordan emblem with him, you know, jumping in the air with his legs spread open. That's a brand. It's like a logo. So they're gonna be branding you. They're gonna make you their property. Okay, that's what they want to do, make you their property by putting the chip inside of you so they can monitor everything you do. All right. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So you will not be able to purchase anything. But that's why it said in Isaiah, let me go back to Isaiah 36. Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his head and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him, because you're gonna trust in the government in that day when you come to realize, oh man, I can't buy anything. I can't buy food for my family. I can't purchase my medicine. My mother, she's sick. That's what you're going to do in that day, man. This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, America, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. And Pharaoh is another title for president, prime minister, emperor, right? King. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt, because that's what they will do. A lot of people, they're going to actually go down and get that chip so they can eat. But you do not take that chip, all right? I'm telling you, you take that chip, you're dead. And the Lord's going to destroy you. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. If you receive the chip, period. I'm gonna just say that because you've been branded now. It has tissue bonding agents on it, so it literally becomes one with you. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's talking about when the thermonuclear warheads come, you're going to be bombarded with ICBM missiles. And you're going to have to drink from that cup of the Lord. Why? Because you trusted in Egypt, you trusted in Pharaoh rather than trusted in Yahawah. Okay, so A, do not take the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the RFID chip. And you other Israelite groups out there who not warning the people, the Lord's going to destroy you. All right. Well, with that being said, I want to get all honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, by Hashem Chakadash, double honor to my elder apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, singing unasside takes to all you sincere brothers and push your word true to sincerity. Peace and blessings to the 1/3. Peace and blessings to the confusion that faces the four corners of the earth. Call me Asha Allah Mu'afla Babal Shalom.